The background of Xiaomi. Xiaomi Corporation is an electronic company founded in 2010 and based in Beijing, China. Xiaomi offers an extensive range of electronics, including mobile phones, scooters, fans, and home control systems. Xiaomi operates internationally in Asia, Europe, North and South America, and the biggest market is in Greater China, whilst the second in India. Products. Xiaomi focuses on cell phones, smart hardware, and internet platform devices, and it also produces and invests in a wide range of items, including computers, power supplies, watches, fitness bands, home appliances, and many other products. SWOT analysis. Strength. Affordable pricing allows Xiaomi to enter new markets in which smartphones were previously too expensive. The powerful specification of the individual components makes MI series products really meet the original concept of value for money. We Xiaomi has had a hard time penetrating these prejudice markets due to the lack of brand perception in global markets. Opportunities. In recent years, Xiaomi's strong momentum in the international market has given investors and the parent company confidence to open up new international markets. Xiaomi has more opportunities for offline distribution and sales. Investment in offline stores can help Xiaomi improve offline sales channels. Threat. It is precisely because of the lack of offline stores that Xiaomi's customer service system is still in its primary stage. Pestle analysis. Pestle analysis analyzes the external environment by an organization. The analysis is mostly done at the country level, and the environment or the country is analyzed in six sectors. The political role focuses on one, the government and the political stability of Canada. Two, government's spending on research or interest in technology. And studies show Canada to be an investor in technology and a stable political nation. The economic role reveals that Canada has good interest rates for business, the employment rate is relatively low, and little or no recession in previous governments. The social structure in Canada is seen as more conducive for technological companies like Xiaomi due to its tech savvy population and younger population that is interested in a much cheaper Xiaomi product. The technological system in Canada is highly favors generally all tech companies, as almost all aspects of life in the country is automated by technology. The environmental system in Canada is one leaning towards a greener and safer environment. Therefore, the ability of Xiaomi's devices to be recycled and its environmental friendliness makes it welcoming onto the market. The legal system in Canada is not an ambiguous one, as all technical rules, legal rules, and regulation, especially on technology and the telecommunications sector, are clearly spelled out and protects all industries and entities. Generally, the personal analysis of Canada reveals that the country is attractive, conducive, and well structured for the establishment of Xiaomi's corporation.
First, I will talk about the demography. The population of Canada is approximately 37 million in 2019, and 20% of the population were between the age of 15 to 34, who are the Xiaomi's target market. Besides of this, Canada has a very high level of human developed, which could make it easy for people to accept the new technology. Then the second part is infrastructure. Canada is a country with the lowest internet access cost of the developed world, has an extremely high level of network penetration rate and highly developed, although the development of network penetration rate in recent years is close to saturation compared with average region level. Its mobile phone service sector still has much expansion capacity. The Government of Canada's primary advanced telecommunications research facility is focused on bringing 5G to Canada. Canada's emphasis on further internet-related infrastructure has also enabled all Xiaomi's products, including IoT, to be feasible to launch in the Canada market. Canada's highly developed transaction and transportation infrastructure can fully meet Xiaomi's consistent strategy of efficient and cost saving. Therefore, no matter what development strategy is adopted, Xiaomi has a great cost advantage in the Canadian market compared to other overseas markets. In addition, many unrestricted trade routes between Canada and the United States also give Xiaomi a promising prospect for expansion in the North America market. Now we'll move on to competitor. Apple, Samsung, LG, Google, and Huawei are among Xiaomi's direct and indirect rivals in smartphone sales. According to the pie chart, we can see clearly that Apple has the majority of the market with a 56% share. Samsung has about one-third of the market. The last part is about the export market. Xiaomi products are present and export in more than 100 countries and regions around the world. Obviously, India tends to be the most significant market after China due to the amount of sale and export.
Moving to tariff and regulation, according to the latest Canada Custom Tariff Regulation, it indicates that cellular telephone or any products under HS code 8517.12.00 have free import duty. So the importer could also benefit from the most favored nation, which is the MFN as well. However, import tax still requires depends on different states of Canada, which will be around 13 to 15%. But businesses can claim the goods and service tax. And also, importing smartphones to Canada have no special regulations. Although the import tax will reduce the price competitiveness of Xiaomi, the main products, smartphones, will have less impact since there is no duty charge, and Xiaomi can select the electronic applications that will have no duty charge or relatively low duty charge to enter the market to minimize the effect of price upcharge. Moving to the certificates and other legal requirements, when starting a new business in Canada, Xiaomi should apply for several licenses. The first one will be registration of a limited liability partnership, and the second one will be business number registration in order to pay for GST, HST, apply import and export account, corporate income tax, and payroll. Also, there will need Ontario business name registration and a corporation registration. Because Ontario is the most industrial area in Canada, it included Ottawa and Toronto, so starting a new business in Canada will not be avoiding these areas. Moving on to the distribution, in terms of the distribution channel, N&N Logistics is suggested because they have lots of experience of working with international enterprise. Also, they offered all kinds of courier services, including flight, cargo, truck, and warehouses, so Xiaomi can choose the services they provide when they import the goods to Canada.
Okay, moving on to the strategy to use, we decided between three entry modes: exporting, joint venture, and greenfield. These three have both advantages and disadvantages. As we can see in the table comparison, as the table shows, a company might face a problem from the exchange rate and high transportation costs from air freight or unpredictable situations such as air traffic. Still, this mode could help a company to develop its competence and innovation. Next, greenfield. Greenfield is too risky for Xiaomi, which is that just invested in India because they would spend massive capital on building up everything and easily being interrupted by the government and politics. Moreover, when comparing the wage per hour between India and Canada, it is obvious that Canada has $12 to $16 while in India is just $1, which are a significant difference. That will affect to the production and operation costs, which it might not be worth enough to use this strategy in Canada. However, this mode allows the company to own all capacity and investment, and also could help the company to develop a strong capabilities. Therefore, this is the reason why we chose the joint venture for entering Canada market. Firstly, the well-known company would help Xiaomi reduce the market expense and enter a new market, because the company could share a list and resort with the partners. For example, Xiaomi collaborated with e-commerce like Amazon and Walmart to sell their smartphone on their platforms. This could help to reduce the market expense. Secondly, to avoid the cultural differentiation from Greenfield, which hire the local people because the company might set up everything in that host country. Finally, to reduce the operation costs from entering a new market, cooperate with a local company associated with knowledge and expertise in that field could help and minimize cost and time of operation. Nevertheless, a company might have a delayed decision because when we are like work together, we have more than one directors in company and we have a different perspectives. Next, joint venture procedure. Once you start a business in Canada, they should choose a partner in Canada first. They could cooperate with a telecommunication companies like Bell or Rogers. Then, Xiaomi should decide the type of joint venture that would choose to form a new separate legal entity for the joint venture business or establish the joint venture through a contractual relationship. Finally, they could draft the joint venture agreement with the partner they chose.
Now, we move to financial plan. First, in order to establish Xiaomi's brand image and broaden the user base, Xiaomi should allocate no less than 10% of their gross revenues for selling and marketing. Second, due to the relatively unfair Canada policies and unknown user group habits, Xiaomi should not invest more than 5% in research and developing the stage of exploring the market. Third, reliable transportation after sales system should be established to cope with the growing market demand in the future. Finally, in order to maintain Xiaomi's leading position in IoT, more than 5% of profits should be paid back to users in a suitable form. Okay, talking about pricing strategy, similar to entering the European markets, Xiaomi should adopt the penetration pricing strategy to quickly grab market share. In the Canada market, there are no mid to low-end products that occupy a large market share. Samsung's product may be the only competitor to Xiaomi's Redmi series. Our recommendation is increasing the price of the Redmi series by 10% to adapt to future competition campaigns. And about promotion strategy, to align with the increases in promotion and advertising, Xiaomi could invest more promotion resources in Canada to build a corporate image. The age group from 15 to 34 are the target market of Xiaomi's value for money products, with high internet penetration of 87%. The impact of social media to the target group is incredibly strong. Xiaomi can adopt a more flexible and useful promotion strategy to establish a stable consumer group. Now, we move to entry condition. Entry conditions entails the crucial factor to consider when entering into a country to trade or set up an organization. Some entry conditions one must consider when looking at Canada as an ideal market as follows. First, the tax treatment of Canadian business income by a non-Canadian country as well as Canadian tax considerations. Second, who will be operating the Canadian business, whether it is one party or multiple parties. Third, the ability to leverage federal, provincial, and municipal government incentive programs. Finally, the mechanism separating the assets of the principal business from claims arising out of the Canadian business. Okay, now we move to the final part, which is custom duties. Canada have import tax for various products, but for Xiaomi's main product, smartphone, there's zero duty and just 5% GST. Before importing commercial goods into Canada, the importer will need to obtain a business number issued by the Canada Revenue Agency for an import or export account. That's all. Thanks so much for watching our Xiaomi new target market report.